Hello, hello, it's Wild once again with more art. And that will leave it there. Art. Just more of it. What do you want from it? I just do art. That's all I do. I wake up every day. I wake up every day. I do art. I do every art. Art, 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 art. I'm going insane. But anyway. So let's do some more. This time around, I thought I'd start without the class. And I'd start by doing, try to do patterns, which is basically, let's say, for example, I do a circle. Probably do a circle and a circle, and I just try to expand the circle. Try to expand the circle. Then I try to expand the circle the circle conjugation and stuff like that. And just keep doing that. Just to get more practice and sort of being able to do curved lines. I think it's something I need to do. So we'll get to that. But before that, I forgot to put the music. How silly of me. Can't have no jazz without no music. Put on some smooth jazz. Otherwise it's kinda silent, eh? Guess you don't know, I use Spirit City Lo-Fi Lessons, which is a game you can find on Steam. It has a lot of music. It says it's copyright free, or at least they don't chase you for copyright. I did notice that a few of the songs do get popped up on Twitch and on YouTube, but no strikes. So yeah. Alright, now that we got some smooth jazz. Not really jazz, more like just lo-fi. Anyway, let's do circles. Make the line thinner. That is the opposite of thinner. And we're just going to draw. Let's do square. No, square. Square is too basic. Do a diamond. Fascinating. So I'm gonna try to do the thing in which I cannot undo. If I messed up a line, I messed that up. So the first diamond is okay, I guess. Change brush. A second color or something. This line doesn't have a match. Not a very accurate. The inside of that isn't actually inside the other one. Make another one. 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the spacing here. Let's try to conjoin the lines. Okay. The grayer it gets, the less it looks like it follows a shaper pattern. in the outlines, that's what it looks like. Okay. Okay, I guess. It's okay. Let's do the same now with the circle. Definitely lost its circleness. And we're gonna do it with blues. What if we do it the reverse? What if we start by painting everything one color? I guess we probably want to have this layer on top. Then we go down the line for each color adjacent. Let's make sure we count the rings right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So this line is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 11. Line is 11. The most of these lines are 11. This is a darker color. You're creating a man already. Creates a bit of a spiral. Okay, next shape. Time we're gonna do the good old fashioned, I guess it's sort of a cone, I guess. Is this a guideline? Just drag a guideline. Definitely do it easier with my other hand. Or with this angle, this point. It's too wide, I guess. Hello, dear. How you doing? What is? Why did it move to the side? I'm alright. Woke up a little ago. How are you? I'm okay. Just doing line work exercises today. Trying to get more confident with these lines. Specific thing that always kills me is doing curved lines. Layer, opacity low. I'll make this yellow in the middle, goes back to black. That's good. It is. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I know I just asked how you're doing, but any plans for today there, dear? Any plans to do anything? Or are you just gonna chill today? Have a chill day. Hopefully you're feeling better than from my last night, I guess. you can see, I'm just trying to do a line for coloring too. Try not to actually color it, I'm trying to line it. Get the guy lining it. I'm trying to color by line work. Oh, I'm hitting this bar, that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I knuckle that create button on my pen, and then it just basically forces me to like undo it. Well, I feel like I have more lines here. I did it again. Maybe I can't be that close. Doesn't feel black, does it? Oh, it's because I painted on the layer. Well. That was for nothing. Ba, 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 ba. It turns into a greenish color if you think about it when it gets too dark. There's a triangle. Make another shape. What will it be this time? We're not very good at the hexagon, so do a complex octagon. Sorry, octagon. So an octagon is it already is beyond the level. Sure. What is this? One, 6, 7. Okay, that's good enough. like 7 left. Alright, now I need to do parallel, or now I need to do these. Rotate the canvas. Honk honk. What's going on? Why are you summoning that goose? Why are you a goose summoner today? Got an egg. Oh, you found the bonus egg. You'll never steal the first egg, but you'll always try to get the back egg. Now I'm spinning. I'm gonna get dizzy. I'm dizzy. Oh, I'm so dizzy. So I asked earlier, Diff, but I don't think you quite catched. Any plans for today? Any plans? Do that then. Clearly not much of a octagon, but this time around, let's do it with combination. First thing is I'm gonna paint everything black. I can't paint everything because I won't be able to see what I'm doing. No, might take the ducks for a walk here soon. Okay, well, have a nice walk with the doggies. Hopefully they enjoy the exercise. Wait, wrong layer. Need to switch between the layers. It's gonna be a mouse work more than it is though. You have a hole somewhere. It is in fact the hole. Ba-ba-ba. Paint bucket. This one expanded multiple. I must fix you. Opening. Oh, no. And the other one has to have an opening, so. Have an opening? Oh no, you just have. You guys got nothing. Oh. The wrong layer. And then finally, go fully black. We will go smidge on. I wonder why when I take this one it makes a white border around it. Kinda weird. Oh, I see. I understand that. I actually have to select this layer. And I actually do have to paint bucket it. Oh, that isn't selected. Now we make another layer. And now we can actually do a cool effect here. Is you take, starting with the reddest outside. And try to draw, change it. So here we have sort of a look into it. Now, if we wanted to do even more, take a big Right. What else can we draw, huh? What else are we drawing? I still want to do more lines, so... What if we do highlighting on words? Okay, without my pencil leaving. Okay. Try doing the alphabet now. I gotta make it pretty small. That's rough. Trying to do that all in one line work. Okay, let's try that again. Yes. Oh, I let go. Hard because I run out of space in my canvas. Are you there? H. L. M. Oh wait. Yeah. E. U. E. W. X. Y. and Z. You can definitely see that the specific wording of things start getting a little messy. Alright, let's start. Let's do also 1 through 10, or 1 through 0, I guess. Starting at 0. 0, 1, 3, 5. Ooh, that's 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely because of the lines, this gets confused. Try not to get up on the line. I don't know, what can I draw? Let's draw. I don't know. I want to do the sort of. Oops. I want to do the experiment of not picking up a line. I do have the line of action open. Just haven't done any of it today. What do we have today to do us? Do for us? To do us? Oh, did not sound right. Bookmarks. Line of action. Okay. We are going to try to draw an animal without picking up our pen. See how that goes. Don't think it's gonna go great, but we're gonna have 5 minutes. 5 minutes is probably too much to draw an animal, right? Whatever. 5 minutes, we'll do it as a first exercise. Draw an animal, start. But you can't see this, so... There you go. You can see it. I'm gonna try to draw that frog without picking up the line. This is a sort of poison dart frog, huh? So far, this frog is a little screwed. Gonna give it fingers, I guess. Keep accidentally picking it up, but obviously I'm continuing the line work. Much pressure. I think 2 minutes is probably the right amount of time. That's a frog without picking up any lines. Let's go back. Let's do another one. We're gonna do spans of 2 minutes, because I feel like if I do more than that, my hand's gonna get tired of having to constantly wait it. We'll do 5 of them. See how we do. Keep them all in the same layer, hopefully. Here we go. Okay, we got a dog. Picking up the line again. Legs are pretty big. Like an Etch-a-Sketch again. I don't know. That dog is screwed. Probably should get rid of this. I can't see it very well. Okay, we got the bird. Well, the proportions of this bird is already messed up, so. Pick it up there so I can get a second of rest. Draw this turkey. Never seen a turkey have this sort of mouth, right?
Hey buddy, you look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
I'll hydrate whenever I can pick up this pen. I can't pick it up. I'm doing a drawing without lifting the pen. So give me a second. We'll get to it. That's some monster feed, that's for sure. Right, now I can pick up. We got a kitty. Thank you for the hydrate there, dear. Now we're gonna do a cat without picking up the pen. This is our fourth drawing. My hand really struggles. There's the cat. And finally an elephant. Okay, start with the ear. Just a little wider. Whoops, I almost picked it up there. Oh, I picked it up. That certainly is a weird elephant. The face of that cat, plus the amount of detail I could only give to that tail. I will say that trying to grab it, or trying to do it for multiple times, or for multiple minutes, it does kind of cramp your hand, because your hand is not used to having to constantly have pressure applied to it. But there's my attempts to draw without picking up the pen. I thought that was a funny exercise. Let's go back to drawing landscapes. Or sorry, drawing figures, I guess. We'll do 20 figures for 60 seconds. And 10 figures. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoops. I forgot that new drawings were a thing in this thing. Hopefully nobody saw that. There you go. Thank you for the elephant comment. Yeah, I particularly think that doing it with without picking up the line works for me when it comes to biotic figures. This does not convey the same thing. I've done this guy before. Can't really see your legs, so. His pelvis is huge. Need more space. It's a baby. Haven't seen a baby ever. One of these before. Need to be a little lighter with the line work. I can actually sketch over it. Don't have time for it. Do not have time. That's it. Where are my 10 shapes? Oh, I was doing it in a minute. That explains why. Alright, well. The best one I was able to do is the first, this one actually, I would say, but probably because I already knew what the shape was like. I'd drawn it once before. I got surprised by the naked man earlier though. Okay, well, what do we do from here? I take it. Still got 30 more minutes. Guess we could keep doing more poses. I could do something that actually takes some time, I guess. An actual 30-minute, an actual project, I guess. Sure. Guess we can spend some quality time doing something of the sort. Oh, I may have accidentally closed the website. Open that once again. I need it. Okay. Let's draw a person. We will give ourselves 15 minutes to draw 2 people. Sounds good. We have to have covered models. And okay. Right, I'm ready. We're gonna have 2 poses for 15 minutes. If anybody wants to join me with drawing those, feel free. See if we can coordinate with each other. Not, then too bad. When everybody is ready, I will start. First, I'm gonna take a second, just position myself a little bit again, stretch for a second. And we'll get ready to draw momentarily. Okay. Alright. Let's begin. In on 1 second. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, well, wait. This says 15 seconds. I did that wrong. Has to be 15 minutes. Custom time. Yeah. 15 minutes. Cool. Only covered model. And we're start. Alright, let's start with this pose. We have the entirety of the canvas to draw this, so. Say that, and I'm still running out of canvas. to make this small. Let's try it right on top of that. Legacy. claw hand over here is not so good. But... That's not it. That arm is screwed as hell. Oh well, there's our 1 of 2. And then the second one. Thank you for the headpants, dear. How are you doing today again? Have you taken the dogs out yet? I guess they're still waiting to. Feels like this hand is too far this way. Not yet, but here in a bit you will see. Leg is overextended. Arm is a little lower. Something like that. Those lines are very messy. any messy lines there. Gotta erase it. Oops. No, that can't be. Oh, I ran out of time. No! I ran out of time. Wanted to do the face. But 15 minutes goes fast. Alright, well, that's going to be all of my art experience for today. Let's go through what we did just to have a quick recap. We can close down. Okay. So, today we started with just basic line work. We just wanted to do some basic lines, did some basic practice. Obviously, you can see here, as this is the first thing of the day, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Still rougher than I would wish. We're just trying to basically keep the shape of what it was. Obviously, at some points I started losing it. And I think that's sort of to do with my hand motion and how I can't really do it all with the wrist. And to find alternatives to be able to do it. Then started doing more line work. Started doing more work here. I was starting to do a diamond. And obviously, one thing I've noticed is I started doing the lines. I stopped sequentially following them because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like at some point I got lost where the line was supposed to connect. Like, this connects here, this connects here, this connects here, this connects here. And obviously there was no sort of cohesion, so I thought I better work on making that a little better, making sure that lines are cohesive. So on the second, that's the coloration, just when I start to realize that things don't actually work. Because it does work. But here's my second attempt at doing the same sort of shape. I did line works. So basically one thing I did for sure is started using the M tool a lot. Because I noticed that my lines in specific patterns are a lot straighter, a lot nicer, a lot easier to work with. So I started doing that. I noticed that the shape started like the shape definitely stopped being a diamond. As you go further and further on, it follows the sort of pattern of a diamond, but it never really was one because it's not even aligned to center. But Anyway, then we colored it because you know I thought it would look cool effect. And here I basically just did some basic color theory of just we have black and a gradients out of it by having each of the inner lines basically be a different coloration. That's one of the things we worked on today. Here's the same thing but for circles. Started with a circle, kept going upwards, upwards, upwards. I did not do spirals. I wanted to try to finish the circle, even if it means that some of the circle is really rough, like you can see here. Biggest thing I found out is that as I try to draw more and more of the circle, the more of my lines have to basically require further corrections and further corrections. And if I do not do corrections and I just go straight for a while, something like this happens, which basically we just end up having a straight line. I tried to correct it a little bit, but obviously by the time we reach the final stages of here, that's just not very correctable. Can't do it. And this is the coloration for it, just for fun. Working on some more color theory there. Then we have the triangle. I made a mistake in the triangle and actually colored over it, so a little hard to see. But the line is under the lines are under one of them. Yeah, so you can see some of the line work is done. I actually found that I had a lot easier to do this one if I basically put a dot in the middle of the curve and basically just try to connect the curve rather than just go straight up one another. I don't know how good it conveys the curve, but it definitely does convey the triangle plus the cylinder aspect of it. Obviously it's not a 3D shape, it's more of a prismoid, I guess. Not sure what it would be, but anyway, just thought it would look better that way. So this is what that one ended up like. The final one is that one has nothing to do with it. Final one was these lines, which is the octagon. An octagon that basically lost its sort of octagon shapes and actually became more and more of a square as it kind of went down the line. Because basically I found that although I was expanding these, I was not expanding these sequentially and actually stayed about the same. But I had to, so if I ever do this again, I have to make sure that when I expand these lines are not misproportional. Because basically if you look in the distance here, like if you took the extension of this and you expanded it to here, you can see that this line has not grown in the same proportion that this line has grown. This line has grown like maybe 4 times, while this line has grown at best 2 times. So, something I gotta look into more. And for coloration and effect, this is what I did. I just used the paint bucket tool. Again, makes it look like there is a gradient, but there isn't one. That's your eyes just tricking you. And because there's a single separation line, it makes it look like it. But there is no gradients in here. All the color is basically one color different than another. It is, I guess technically is a gradient of color, but it's like terraced, I guess. Like there's no go slowly into another one. It says this color is one color, this is another, this is another, this is another. This is another. And for the effect here, I just basically erased as a star pattern. And I basically just started doing coloration slower and slower as it goes to the middle. So the lines have some effect. For further exercise here, we start doing drawing without laying our line up. Here we can see we have the numbers. Here you can see this is me just practicing to make sure that I can like pick up my line and try to do my line as much as I can. I guess that's nothing. I didn't have anything there. So yeah, that is the words. Then I decided, okay, let's try drawing with the pick up no lines strategy. Obviously, you can somewhat tell that this is a frog, but its details are extremely exaggerated, and given the fact that I had to go over the line multiple times, it kind of, given the fact I chicken scratch a lot, or I do it if I'm left unattended, this doesn't seem like too far from what I would normally draw. Like this feels like this is close to my drawing style if I chicken scratch. Here's some other animals. Poor dog suffered the most, as it was the first one to do. His leg just didn't come out right. He was yawning, didn't really do his face very right. Body shape is all wrong. This one's really rough. The bird came out alright. originally when I draw the bird, the proportions were a little wrong, so I was trying to fit him in without like trying to overlap into the dog. But overall, it didn't come out too bad. Turkey was okay. Overall, just a lot of little lines, little paths, a little bit of going back and forth. It had a very long beak, which I didn't quite understand, but and then had other things. This is not so good. Then there's our poor little cat. I don't know why it was that our cat took so long to make this. I think my hand was getting tired, so such my lines were basically just getting very erratic. But the body shape of the cat is fine. Obviously, we didn't have enough time to like finish the second pass of this back tail. But the cat face is somewhat there, if anything. It's not very realistic, obviously, but none of the detailing of the fur is there. Cat paws are okay. Again, I was running both of our canvas space and my hand was cramping. And obviously by the last one, my hand was really cramped because of not being able to pick up the line for 10 minutes in a row, kind of just cramp it. But this is an elephant, as you can maybe tell. I went back and forth and tried to make sure that his face was the most important part, but his back leg over here just kept getting in the way of me trying to draw it, and it's failed. It's failed pretty bad. Still is okay, it kind of gives you the impression of some weird, crazy elephant, but oh well. And then finally we did some poses. This was me just trying to get into the pose originally, so this one's the worst one of them all. As I was trying to do a pose without doing the shapes, I did not get to do very well. This one, in my opinion, the second one was the better one. And everything else kind of deforms a bit because I get it too messy. I was used to basically doing pressure on the pencil, and this one was fine. These are a little rougher. There is another set, I think. Yeah. Another set of poses. Here's another woman who's doing a little yoga exercise. Here's a baby. As I said, my pencil pressure was the biggest problem when it was trying to do these poses at this point. And here I was starting to run out of time, so weirdly enough, although I was doing pretty well for time originally, it just got worse and worse as I went around. And then finally, these are 15-minute ones. Obviously the face is something I'm not very good at, and this one I couldn't even get to the face. Body shape is something I was trying to struggle as well, because one of the things of me having to redo line work and redoing a lot, I was trying to detail it. The hands are rough. Muscling definition could be a little better. Body shape is contained. It's no longer, I'd say it's no longer shapes, right? It's definitely, it has been expanded beyond the shapes, but still some of them are there. For example, you can see this oval over here, which I would probably delete if I could, but feet are okay, the hands, yeah, the legs are okay, buttocks and contouring here is fine. On the second one, again, face is the main detail that I basically missed. Body shape feels like it's okay. It doesn't seem like it's behaving in any way that's erratic or doesn't feel like a human would behave. You can kind of grasp how this hand is being posed. It's flowing forward. Kind of figure out that there is this other ham here and there's a little bit of cloth. Perhaps there should have been a little more detail in the clothing on the back, but that's fine. Clothing on the side. There's nothing drawn about like where he's sitting at, which was I ran out of time, but that would have also been something to do. And then obviously his face, as I mentioned. Probably should be a thinner face, to be honest. Much like that face over there. But, I don't know. This face feels like it's painted on as well. Okay, well, that's my recap. So, let's get out of here. And we'll come back to it another time, don't you think? Yeah. So, let's put on this tablet away. So, that has been Wild Art Day 17. 13 more days to go. Feel like I'm slightly better. I don't know. It's hard to say how good your progress is when it's very gradual. You'd have to basically be the type of person who hops in and out, figure out, oh yeah, you're doing better. Oh, you're doing terrible. Do fix some other things. But art is sort of a thing you progressively get better, slowly and slowly. Thank you, dear. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself and had a nice evening, I guess, at that time. Hope you all have a wonderful time. Don't forget to stay wild and do the art that brings you joy, because that's what art is for. To bring you joy and to express yourself. Sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But we won't worry about it. I'm not gonna judge you. Honk honk. Till next time. Bye. Bye all. Bye. Kumbaya.